Okay, so we've put the teams together, we've got the groupings, we've got the flights, and now what we want to do is we want to print out the scorecards. Now, some of you may have printed out scorecards before in other years, but this is 2026 and a few things have changed. So please pay attention to how we do this. So we're going to go over here to the thing. We're going to let's select a round, and here we've got a round selected. Now, in the past, you probably came over here to where it said print scorecards. Although you could do it that way, that's not the preferred way at this point. What we want to do instead is go here all the way to the right where it says Report Center. We're going to click on that. And when we get to the Report Center, you've got various choices. We want to go down here almost to the bottom. There's my cursor where it says Scorecards, and we're going to click there. And what it does here is it shows you all of the hookers and slicers scorecards. So essentially, each course has its own scorecard already defined. So we're going to go here. We're going to look for the course. By the way, it might be on page 1 or page 2 or something like that. So don't be afraid to look for that. But what we're looking for today, I'm working on one for the vineyard. So we're going to go here to the vineyard and we're going to say edit. So we click on edit and it should open things up. There we go. And we see what our scorecards look for. And what you want to do is select the tournament. And what you want to always, when you select the tournament, it's always going to be the team game that we're playing. You'll see the individual game, you'll see skins, but always select the team game. So we do that, we save there. You see here are the players that are playing this week. We click on the tab on the top here where it says format, and this shows pretty much what the card looks like for that course. Okay, I'm gonna. The last time we played there was just before Thanksgiving. I had this logo here. I'm going to get rid of that because we don't necessarily want that. So let's see what are the components of this, and these are pretty much programmed in here. So number one, it's going to have hookers and slicers name. It's going to say the course. It's going to tell us it's the vineyard. We're going to tell us this group is starting on hole number 1, what their tee time is. Um, it's going to have the name of the tournament, basically the team game, and over here it's going to have the name of the 4 players that are playing. So that's pretty much what we're looking for there. Usually when we've got the cards formatted per course, you're going to look and you're going to see all of your par threes are already yellow. They're highlighted like that for the course. You'll see the players' names. It's going to say which tee that they're playing. Again, this should be in there automatically. The only thing that you really want to do while you're here is you're going to want to go into this little box here in the lower left. Here you could double click into that, and this is where we do the instructions to who picks up and puts out and takes back the closest to the pin marks. So we're going to say here this particular week, team 1 was putting out the closest to the pins on all par threes, and your last team is always going to pick it up. That's always going to be the case when it's a regular tee time start. In a minute, I'll show you another day where we're doing a scramble and how that could be different. So we're going to apply that text change if we made any changes. Okay, and at this point here, we want to see what does this card look like. So here at the bottom, it says refresh preview, and what this is doing now, it's going to create an example of the first 5 cards. So however many groups you have playing, it should show you the first 5 groups. So if you scroll down a little bit, you can see here's what they look like. So here's the first group. It tells you it's the vineyard. Um, what the name of the team game is, who the players, all the dots that the people get are there, and it looks pretty good. And so you'll see that is going on for all of the first 5 groups. At that point, really, all you need to do is say save and print, and we'll do that. It's going to basically talk about the margin. I usually set them to 0, so it prints at the top, and we say next. and it goes ahead and it does its thing, and it's creating the scorecards. And as I am, here we go. There we go. It gets green, and we're going to say download the PDF. So it's downloading. It's creating a document. I happen to use Google Chrome. You might use something else, but it's saved it for me using Google Chrome. Here's where the downloads are, and I'm going to click on that to see what it looks like. And it opens a whoops, look at that. It opens a new window uh, with the full set of cards for the entire group. Okay, so that's pretty much how that works. You would go ahead and save this document onto your computer, whatever folder you use, so that you can have that available for when you send it out to all the members. Okay, I'm going to close that one there. And we're going to say, okay, we'll go back. We're going to select a different week, one where we had a shotgun, so you can see what things are different. Okay, so we're going to go to rounds. Okay, and we're going to select, let's see, where did we have a shotgun right around that time? Oh, here's one at Native Oaks, one of my favorite courses. We go ahead and click on that. Okay. And again, we're back at this home page. We're going to go to the report center as we did before. We're going to go to scorecards. Okay. And we're going to look for Native Oaks. And there it is. So we click on this. Okay. Again, it's going to, well, did it? Okay. It's already got the team game in there. The Waltz Stableford. Here's your players. So here, if you look at format, you see things are going to be a little bit different. And this one here, you'll see there's this particular week. The excuse me, the first group was starting on hole number 14, so it's blue. It shows um, the hole that that particular group is starting on. You still have your par threes are yellow, but down here in the bottom left, in this information box, you've got different thing. You're telling which groups are putting out the closest to the pin markers and which ones are picking them up. And you pretty much just have to go through that and um, see which teams that would be appropriate for. So we went ahead and did that. We apply our text chain there. And if we were to do a save and print on this one, we go through the same thing. We're going to wait for the somewhat interminable wait. Okay. And we're going to download the PDF here. I'm going to go grab that PDF. And here again, we see this time we're playing at Native Oaks. This group is starting at 8:30 on hole number 14A. You got everything. It's blue. Okay. If we go to the next group, the second group, okay, they're on 14B. So again, the card looks pretty much the same. If we come to the third group, though, now we see they're starting on hole 13. It's a par three. We usually try to have only one group on each par three, so we don't do A and B on par threes. So you see what that looks like. The next group will probably be 12A, etc. So that's pretty much what's up with that. One more thing we want to look at, and that is what if we're doing a scramble tournament? So we're going to go to our rounds here, and we're going to pick this scramble tournament right here. And again, we're going to go to the report center. We're going to look for our scorecards right here. And here you're going to see most of the scramble ones are set up on the second page. So what we've done is we've taken those same golf courses, but we've set up a separate scorecard for when we're doing a scramble tournament. So I'm going to pick this one here at Twin Oaks. I'm going to edit it. It's going to come up, and let's see, we've got this set up. We're going to, the format here, we have a different thing. So we basically have in this yellow block something that describes that what should happen is that the players should put an X in each box for whoever teed off on that particular hole. And then in this blue box here, they should put in the team gross score. And that's it there. We have the same sort of reminder here for who picks up the and puts out the closest to the pin markers, and that's it. So, really, the key for doing that is just going, and instead of picking out the regular golf course for that day, we're going to pick out the scorecard that is for the scramble tournament that we've set up for that specific purpose. Anyway, that's about it with what we do on the scorecards. We're just going to wait a second, let this come up so you can see what these scorecards look like. Uh, and there they go. We're going to download. We're going to look at it right here. And you see for this week here it comes. Here's that scorecard. Purple thing here says what hole they're starting on. The yellow are the par threes. They put their X's in the box of whoever tees off. And that's the deal. Anyway, that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. And good luck with it.